Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to your readings today. Beautiful souls, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you are all doing amazingly. Now in today's readings we're asking which spirit animal guides are walking with you right now. And we're also then going to see what messages come through from them about the next chapter of your life. Why are they walking with you? What are they supporting you in? What are they supporting you with? We're going to keep it fairly open, but we are looking at the next few months and why they are with you now. It's very, very interesting actually. In my preparations today, I heard loud and clear to actually draw the charms first. So I had drawn the charms before I even decided which cards to use today, and I always spend a little bit of time really tuning in with the different packs of cards, seeing whether we're going to be using runes or not, and usually they do come through. So I had drawn these three charms. We have a cat, we have a frog, and we have a bee. Blew my mind when, of course, I chose these cards, this particular pack, took the three cards out, and the first one was a cat. The second one, the frog, is sitting with swan, where we have water, and then we have a bee and we have ant. So we're in the insect, the realm of insects here as well. So that kind of blew me away. And I apologise. I know some of you really love to draw the cards with me. Other people prefer just to come in and see them straight away. So I've kind of been a bit sort of mixing and matching and doing that in different ways. But anyway, this is how it evolved. So pretty mind-blowing. So let me show them to you so you can have a really good look. So this is the cat card for pile 1. You may already know which reading or readings are calling to you, but this is the cat card. Mind-blowingly, the cat charm is almost identical. I mean, you could not, oops, there it's moving. Let me put it upstairs. I mean, you couldn't have, I've got lots and lots and lots of charms. You couldn't have had a cat. It's sitting in exactly the same position. I find that absolutely mind-blowing. Really, I really do. So let me put that. So that's pile 1. We have the cat. And this is also sitting with Fehu. This is the rune of possessions of nourishment. Okay. We then have pile 2. We have the swan card. This is what it's looking like. All that water. And with the swan card, we have the rune of Degas, which is the rune of breakthrough, and we also have the frog, so very much associated with water. So that is pile 2. And then we have for pile 3, we have the leaf cutter ant. This is your card. Okay, we have the charm of the bee, a beautiful bee. And then we have the rune of manas. This is the rune of the self. So let's see which spirit animals are walking with you right now. And let's see what they have to say to you about the next few months. Why are they walking with you? What messages can they bring for you? Now, beautiful souls, as I always do, I'm going to leave the video running for just a few moments to give you a little bit longer if you need it. You can always pause. The cards and the charms and the runes, all these things are listed in the description below, and I'll put them into a comment as well, so you can always check in on the cards if you are enjoying them or they're singing to you. And I always say, beautiful souls, trust your intuition, trust your gut feeling. You have a rune, you have a charm, you have cards to check in on to see which ones you're drawn to. For some people, it's more than one. For others, it's just a reading, and for some people, sometimes it's all three. I always think just trust your intuition, sit with it. If something resonates a bit and you kind of feel you want to come back to it later, you can, because especially with spirit animal guides, they are sometimes changing. We'll have some totem animals that walk with us because we're dealing with something very specific, and they come in to assist us with that specific thing, and then they'll kind of do a little bit of they'll have a changeover, really. Another totem animal, another spirit guide will come in and walk with you. Whereas, of course, your power animals will be with you pretty much from birth. You know, again, they do sometimes change if you're moving into a new chapter or a new phase of your life, but they are with us for a long time. It's a very different kind of relationship. But anyway, we are going to see which animals are walking with you and see what messages come through. I'll leave the video running for a few moments longer, and I will see you in a moment in the readings. Pile 1, welcome to your reading, beautiful souls. Wow is what I want to say. I'm blown away by the way these cats have come out. They are identical, they're so powerful. And this card says, speak your truth, have strength, faith and conviction in your voice. It has never been more needed. Do you know, there is a real sense in your reading already, even with just the charm and this card, of you having a voice, speaking out. I want to sort of almost say in your own right. And what has been coming through already is very much of you. I feel like it's new for you to have a voice. Like you're getting used to having a voice. You're getting used to your own autonomy, your own agency, your own empowerment. I feel like you're getting used to this. You've long wanted it. You've long wanted to be heard, but maybe haven't felt you could have a voice. Now, this is a very interesting rune because the possessions, nourishment, you know, Fehu, this is a rune that promises kind of nourishment from the most sort of worldly stuff to the sacred and to the divine. It really is. It's literally as above, so below. And this cat has this incredible halo of source energy of sunlight around it. Let's draw more animal guides to see what we're shown, and then we'll see what messages come through for you. Oh, wow. So you have, interestingly enough, you have a blank card, which I find really, really fascinating. Now, this is a pack that there are blank cards here, so that if there are any in this pack, if let's say you have a spirit animal that you're aware of, but there isn't a card in the pack for that animal in this pack. They've given some blank cards so you can make your own. I actually feel in your reading today, this is very significant. It's like you stepping up into some sort of space. We have the card of Camel. We have the Pig Spirit. Use your mind wisely. Okay, we have Eagle, mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. As above, so below. Your wisdom inspires the world. Listen to this. Have strength, faith and conviction in your voice. It has never been more needed. Use your mind wisely. You are absolutely destined to have a voice at this moment in time. It's almost like there are messages flooding through for you, Pile 1. I actually feel this is part of your stepping into some aspect of your calling and your destiny. And the animal guides that are with you, cats are very independent. They do know their own mind. I always think when you see some of those sort of jokey things that get sent through around social media or through WhatsApp, you know, where, you know, it's like the difference between dogs and cats, and you know, you've got like, I don't know, a little dog. A dog says, "Oh, you're giving me food. You're wonderful," and a cat says, "Oh, you're giving me food." You know, it's like, you know, because I've asked for it. You know, I deserve it. There's a different perspective of cats and dogs. We get lots of those kind of jokey things, but I feel you're stepping up into your own authority. You're stepping up into your own sovereignty, and it's part of your calling to have a voice. Now, I suspect with the camel here, you've probably experienced some pretty big stuff, like some things have happened in your life where you've had to endure. That's what's coming through, endurance with the camel. Camels can walk across deserts, you know, which not many animals can do. They store water in their humps. Also, I'm going to say they can be really, I won't say belligerent as such, but they can be, you know, if a camel decides it's going to go somewhere, I'm not convinced, unless you are an extremely skilled camel person, I'm not convinced that, you know, that they'll go where they want to go. I've seen people on camels, and the camel's just taken off. You know, the camel's made its decision, it's off. There's something about your own authority, your own independence, maybe even going in a completely new direction. Like there's a blank canvas for you to fill, but the blank canvas is predestined. You know, use your mind, use your wisdom wisely. I want clarification on this. Let's draw some tarot cards and see what else we are shown. So I'm using packs that have animals in them again today. I'll draw 2 from this pack. Yeah, 2. That's what I mean. Just 2 for the moment, and 2 from this one, I think. Yep. Both by the same creator. We have Knight of Wands. We have the Hierophant. Yeah, this is absolutely guided. You hold the key to something. You hold the key to something that is going to help other people survive and endure. We have the Three of Wands, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Use your mind wisely, beautiful souls. This is fascinating. So the animals that are walking with you, the animal spirit guides, they're bringing very, very specific traits of leadership, resilience, but also of dreams. I mean, this pig has wings. Pigs might fly. I think in many ways you're going to achieve something that some people would not think possible, and it's either because it's so unique and individual to you that it's, you know, only you can bring this to fruition here, or it is because there's something about your life circumstances, only you have an awareness of this way of doing it, or you literally do hold the key to something. Now this rat here, the Hierophant, is sitting in front of a bakery. So literally you can bake, you're going to bake something, you're going to birth something, bring it out of the oven, speak your truth. You have a message that, as I said, I think it's going to help people to bridge some kind of a gap. You could even become a mediator. If any of you are looking into a kind of a profession where you are a speaker or a mediator or a counsellor, where you use your mind wisely, those psychological areas of work. But if you do, I think you'll take something into a very specific direction that is very unique to you. Now, what is also really interesting with your spirit animal guides is we have the Wolverine here in the Knight of Wands. Even the rat, they're tenacious creatures. Cats are actually in their own way tenacious creatures. They know their own mind. The Knight of Wands is an energy of making things happen. The Wolverine is returning. There are areas of the world where the Wolverine is beginning to repopulate after being, you know, pretty much extinct in certain areas. So there is a returning here as well for some of you. If there is a returning, again, I think it's your destiny. I think you've come in from a past life with a very specific mission or purpose, and whatever you have had to endure, You've learned, you have wisdom. And now is the time, well, we're talking the next few months, now is the time for you to begin to step up and speak your truth. It has never been more needed. Okay, so have strength, faith and conviction in your voice. Not only are you going to bridge a gap, step into your power, your mastery, but you're going to assist others in bridging a gap here as well. You may be enabling people to recover from something they have endured, but this is your crowning glory, my beautiful souls, with the Queen of Pentacles. I think whatever is happening in the next few months, the next 3 months or so, that kind of time scale, that's what we're really looking at in these readings. It's kind of I know we can always say, you know, when we reach a point in our lives that you step up into something and you think, wow, everything I've ever done has somehow contributed to this. This is amazing. Of course, it's true. Everything that is happening at any time, everything that has happened has contributed to who you are today. But this is one of those phenomenal moments in time, a period in time, when I think you will have major realizations that everything that has happened has been leading you to what you are now about to do. Now, some of you will know what that is. Others, it may just be unfolding. For most of you, I do feel you have an idea. You have a vision. You know, you have a plan. Have strength, faith and conviction in your voice. It may even be that you are simply stepping up and having a voice. And I say simply because that's no small feat if you have grown up in a world where you didn't have one. But you will become inspirational for others in having a voice. I do feel for most of you there's a bigger picture that goes beyond just having a voice. Yeah, there is literally a returning. I'm going to draw some more cards because I'm very intrigued, very intrigued. Let's draw some more tarot cards. Can we have a little bit more information? I'm very curious about this. Can we have a little bit more information about this? I mean, your messages are very clear. Okay, so we have Judgment. How interesting. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Look at the infinity sign here. And here we have the symbol with Judgment of Pluto, rebirth. Very interesting. Even this flag with the cross, this is a flag that is used to symbolize St. George and the dragon. And St. George in the UK, St. George is often represented as well is connected to Archangel Michael. And the slaying of the dragon in many ways is not just about slaying a dragon. In quite a lot of the old churches and some of the old pictures of St. George or Archangel Michael, we often see him standing alongside the dragon. It's not always sometimes it's a slaying of the dragon, sometimes it's standing alongside. It's bringing balance, bringing harmony back to something. For some of you, having a voice, you could be an earth warrior. You could, especially with the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. And again, the Wolverine is reclaiming territory. Taking action to reclaim territory, to stand up for what is right. Wow. I feel you will be finding your voice in a manner that is pioneering in some way, shape or form. Being wise, your wisdom being, having also to be quite shrewd. I mean, rats are survivors. They're incredibly adaptable. They're resilient. Wow. So the animals, the spirit animal guides that are walking with you. Camel is here to give you the fortitude, the longevity to see this through. The cat to give you that independent voice, the voice that is unique. Fehu, the rune of possessions, nourishment. It's very ambitious energy. You can step up, own your ambitions. The wishes, the pigs might fly card here. You know, your wishes and your visions can be made can be brought to life here. You can you're being given with the rat, the resilience, the intelligence. They're incredibly intelligent creatures. Wolverine, an acknowledgement that you're reclaiming something, whether it's reclaiming your own voice or reclaiming something on behalf of others as well as yourself. And the eagle, the vision, the mastery. You have the higher vision, you know where you're going, you can fly high. Wow, these are the animal spirits that are walking with you, the animal guides, and all of them are bringing in elements that pull together this moment where you step up, speak your truth, and begin to fulfill some aspect of your destiny. I literally feel like it's why you're here at this extraordinary time of monumental transition. Pile 1, it is the greatest honor to read for you today. I think you will restore balance, create opportunity. Yeah, this is quite magnificent actually. Pile 1, I feel very humbled. It's a joy and a great privilege to read for you. Thank you. This is your reading. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me for these readings today. You know, I hope that as a community we are all going to be supporting you in whatever you are doing and whatever is unique to you at this moment in time, whether it is in a gigantically big way, in a public way, or whether it is in a what we might see as smaller way, but you know, within your families, within your communities, in relationship to the earth. Everything we do, it's counting. It's not just the big open public people that make a difference. It's everything that we do. It's the people on the ground that really matter. So whatever you are doing, yeah, massive respect to you and thank you for being here. Keep us posted if you feel that you wish to, or it's appropriate to do so, beloved souls. It's wonderful to read your comments. Thank you. I do read your comments. I really do. In fact, these readings were requested by somebody, so wanting bigger readings for spirit animals. So you know, thank you for your reading requests as well. Beautiful souls, tons of love. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading. I post on Tuesdays and Fridays, and always on Sundays I do a reading with immediate guidance with information for the week ahead. And I will be sorting out playlists as well on the homepage here on YouTube, so that you can find specific readings, the timeless readings, more easily as well. At some point I'll keep you posted as soon as I actually get that together. So pile 1, enough waffling. I am blown away by your reading. Tons of love, beautiful souls. Hey, pile 2, beautiful souls, welcome to your reading. Wow, we have Swan, graceful transformation, soften your heart, find your flow. We have the Frog, which is all about cleansing, it's about emergence, rebirth almost. And we have the rune of breakthrough, Dagaz. I am seeing you emerge, actually, clearly, with great grace. It feels like, I always think, you know, birthing, if you think of rebirth, birthing is a tricky thing, whether we are rebirthing or birthing in the first instance. You know, it doesn't always run smoothly. Curiously enough, I do actually feel there is a transformation taking place in your world that is going to run smoothly and with a lot of grace and ease. But let's just see what spirit animals are with you. Okay, we have Jaguar. There is your first, as well as the swans. We have Jaguar. We have, okay, that's it. We have a fish, so we're back in the water again. How interesting. We have bat spirit, again about rebirth and transformation. A rebirth is assured. Wow. There am I saying it's about it without even reading. A rebirth is assured with great grace. Yes, this is the one. Elephant, greatness. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. Wonderful. You are absolutely rebirthing. You are transforming. You are rebirthing. You are stepping up. You're finding your strength. I mean, elephants are so wise. But this is a real rebirth, actually. Jaguar is an interesting energy. You know, it speaks about, in many ways, about having right action, about knowing what to do in the right, doing something in the right way. And very often, I mean, these kinds of fish, it looks like a carp. They are often golden, sometimes spotty as well. Yeah, rebirth is assured. There is a cleansing. There's a coming through something and out the other side. This card does speak of situations like back to the Mayan culture where they worshipped the sun, but they got very greedy. There was a lot of gold around. They got very greedy. They got to the point where sort of karmically, you know, this card does speak of kind of a karmic intervention where things get put right. I feel with the frog energy, there's a lot of cleansing going on. So you're rebirthing, I think, from something that has possibly been quite challenging with the breakthrough rune. Let's draw tarot cards, get a bit more information. Let's find out more about the animals that are walking with you. I'm using a tarot pack that also has animals in it. Look at that, we have another cat, 8 of Cups. We have the tiger. 8 of Cups, we make a choice, very often to leave something behind. 10 of Pentacles, we have bees here. Of course, we do have the bee energy for pile 3. So if you were drawn to pile 3, it may well have some relevance to you. Okay, we have actually called to use more of these cards. Yes, absolutely. We have the peacock. Look at that. 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups moving to the 9. And we are seeing you being visible. Part of your rebirth, I think, beautiful souls, is that you find the right community. And what do we have? Again, Knight of Cups, another swan. How magnificent. How magnificent is that? We start with a swan, we end with a swan, with good grace. Okay, my beautiful souls. So, the animal guides that are walking with you. I think the cats are very much here because you, and the elephant as well, because, and indeed the peacock, because you are actually transforming it's like you're finding your place in the world. And you are emerging with a great deal of grace. It's a bit like that story of the ugly duckling, who, I'm not suggesting in any way that you were ugly. Okay, but I think you have grown up in a world where there was some ugliness, and by that I mean the energy, greed, where people were a bit, possibly even quite ruthless, and I think you've always been a bit different. Okay, that's what I mean by the ugly duckling story. The ugly duckling story was, of course, a beautiful baby swan who was not yet white, and was sort of looked down on because he wasn't as beautiful as these other swans. And then, of course, he emerged, he rebirthed, he shed his feathers, he became the swan. He became, you know, that animal of extraordinary power and grace who is revered. Here in the UK, these birds are protected. You know, they can't be hunted. It's very interesting that they belong actually technically, according to very old laws, I say ancient laws, old laws rather than ancient, historical laws, they belong to royalty, they belong to the royal family that still exist in the UK here. They are technically owned, every swan, I say owned, but has the protection of the crown. That's what I really wanted to say. And that's the point. There is something here about, I think you've grown up in a world where you weren't revered, or you weren't appreciated, you weren't seen for who you really are. And this is changing, this is transforming, this is the breakthrough point. Now, astrologically, at the time of doing these readings, there are tons of major, basically we are in a massive space of transformation. Rebirth is assured. Literally, you are going to swim free from something. I think you're being released from something here. The Eight of Cups is traditionally, in a traditional pack, a card where we choose to walk away from something. But we're choosing to walk, sometimes we're choosing to walk to something. We're also leaving something behind. But it's about a choice. Greatness, peacock, greatness, visibility. Because we have the Ten of Pentacles here, I feel like this is about walking into, I could say, a new tribe, a new community, a new group of people. Could be a new family. But I feel you could even be creating your own. If you were like starting out your own YouTube channel, for example, you could be building a community, much as we have here. And you are amazing. Thank you for being a part of this community. But or you could be setting something up. I do feel there is very much an energy of both leadership and finding the right people. Finding people you can collaborate with, finding people you resonate with, finding people who have the same goals, the same aspirations, the same dreams. You're rebirthing into a space where you, and you're also being protected, where you own your glory. But it doesn't feel ego-y. It feels as if in many ways you're walking away from all that stuff. But in doing so, with great grace, you are transforming. Soften your heart and find your flow with fish. This is going to flow. The softening your heart, I think, is because you are extricating yourself from a situation or some people that have just not resonated with you. They're not you, you know, that you walk to the beat of a different drum, but you are actually rebirthing into a zone or an area where you find other people who resonate in the same way. Let's get more cards and see what else we're shown. But yes, the animal guides walking with you are amazing. The grace, the power, the protection, the leadership coming through with the big cats here. They are independent. They have an independent energy, a powerful energy. You know, they are revered. Kings and indeed queens, kings and queens of the jungle. The peacock, a display of leadership, a display of visibility. The fish, the koi carp, are really revered, honoured, revered, looked after. They live to a very old age. And the elephant, of course, greatness. Leadership is your path. Love is your strength. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem and naturally and easily achieve success. Let's ask for more information about the next few months, because we can see what's taking place here with these animals supporting you to rebirth, to step into who you truly are, your authentic, amazing self. So we have the Five of Pentacles. I'm seeing this card here. We have the Two of Pentacles. How interesting. This came out in pile 1. May have some relevance to you. We have the Empress. Wow, look at this. The card of motherhood, of rebirth, sitting on the bat of rebirth. Now, this is a card of abundance. It's a card of prosperity, but it's also prosperity that is nurtured. Wow, with the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. There is something about using your new position wisely here. Yeah, using your position wisely. We've got the Two of Pentacles and we have the Two of Swords. And the Queen of Swords. These are very interesting cards, actually. We then have the Three of Wands, which also came out in pile 1. That is definitely a reading that may be of interest to some of you. And then we have the card of strength and another lion. Look here, another of the big cats. It's like you've got every big, or you're getting every big cat. We have the lion, we have the jaguar, we have the tiger here. I mean, this is phenomenal. Talk about that profound, proud energy in a good way. Look at the infinity symbol showing up twice here. I believe many of you could literally be setting forth and sort of setting up your own communities, or attracting and, you know, creating a new family with the Empress. Setting the pace for something, coming into your own, departing one life and moving to the next. If you're planning on getting married or setting up a family, you're moving into that new space but with grace, with such grace. This is with the Two of Swords. You're choosing as well. You really are choosing to walk away from something that has been a conflict for you. I think literally, even energetically, some of you may just be choosing to, literally to I won't necessarily say sever ties, but walk away from something, to disengage from something that doesn't resonate with you, to not buy into it anymore. If there's any conflict you've been carrying within you, you're choosing to let it go, to process it and move beyond it. It's this rebirth, this transformation. This is a time of breakthrough for you. And it really is significant. Sometimes this rune speaks of doing almost like a 180-degree turn in our lives, taking a completely new direction. I think that is literally, this is I wouldn't exactly say a turning point, but it's an opening. It is a rebirth for you. There's no question of it. You are coming into your own empowerment, but you're doing it with grace. You are rebirthing because it is right for you to do so. I think you are being very selective and very discerning about what you will keep in your life and what you won't. You're very much looking ahead. The thing is, you're not tangled in something anymore that has been tying you down, tangling you up. I think you're entering a space of prosperity, actually, of abundance. And by abundance, you know, that can mean, it could mean physical abundance, but it could also mean literally abundance within yourself, knowing yourself, being proud of yourself, overcoming any element of self-doubt, or if you've lacked in self-esteem. It's like, I think that's gone. You know, those days are gone. You can swim with grace, with pride. And I think because of it, your world will flow. And these beautiful spirit animal guides are here to support you on this rebirth, this transformation into the new, into a whole new. It's not even just a phase of your life. It's like a new book. Like that ugly duckling story. It's like a new identity even for some of you. That's what it feels like. But in many ways, the identity that you are taking on is the real one. If you've been stifled, squashed, you know, had the wool pulled over your eyes, not been able to know where you were really going, or all of that is changing. All of that is changing. We're seeing you sitting in a space of possibility. And of everything flowing easily. This is the key here. You will easily and naturally achieve success. It is almost as though your whole energy is now, you're on a different playing field. And I don't think anything can stop you really here. The cleansing, the rebirthing is happening. A rebirth is assured. The new is coming in, and yeah, I really do feel nothing is going to stop you on this one. Whereas, you know, previously you might have been hindered, held back. Not anymore. Not anymore at all. So these are the animal spirit guides. Let me move the crows for a moment, just so you can just check back in with the spirit animals that are walking with you for the next few months, I guess, while this emerges, while your rebirth takes place. The swan coming through so loud and clear, the swan to bring you the grace that you need to transform, the bat to ensure that this rebirth, to assure you that the rebirth is coming, and the elephant, greatness with ease. You will easily achieve. The fish telling you this is going to flow. You'll find the right people to collaborate and to support you. You can shine, you can step up and shine and be seen, and the big cats arriving to empower you in every way, walking alongside you, the frog to cleanse away the past, to let go, to release. Wow, is all I can say, my beautiful pile 2. Wow, wow, and more wow. You certainly have an amazing team walking with you. And I feel that your new authentic self will be blessing the world in no uncertain terms. Pile 2, thank you for joining me today. If this reading is resonating with you, do subscribe, like, share. If you want to make sure you never miss a reading, press the little bell icon as well as subscribing. And thank you for being here. It's such an honor to read for you. Pile 2, this is your reading. Do keep us posted. Let us know what's happening in your world. It's wonderful to read your comments and to hear how you are transforming. It's inspirational, not just for me to read your comments, but for other people, in the community, to read what is happening and transforming for you as well. Don't forget, I post readings Tuesdays, Fridays, and on Sunday, immediate guidance and information for the week ahead. I'm organising playlists, or I will be in the near future, so that you can find readings that answer specific questions and timeless readings when you need guidance from the homepage. So I'll let you know when I've done all of that, but it's coming soon. And just thank you so much for being here and supporting me and the channel, and for supporting each other. Tons and tons of love, beautiful souls. Hey pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have Leafcutter Ant and the Beautiful Bee. Army of Life. Ask for help, seek support, you are not alone. How fascinating, because of course bees work, worker bees work, and they work together. They make these incredible honeycombs. Ants work together. Now you have Manas, the rune of the self, which is very interesting, because I am wondering whether the spirit animal guides that are going to be walking with you are helping you to find the right community, or to collaborate with the right people. Let's draw the cards and see what we're shown. May we please find out what spirit animal guides are walking with pile 3 and what messages they are bringing today, please. Curiously enough, I'm seeing 2 from this pack for you. You're the only pile that have had 2 so far from this one. You have Lizard and you have Dolphin. Okay. Interesting. Move that over a little bit, because I think we'll need a little bit more room for you. We have, oops, looking a bit squiffy. We have, that is your card. We have Firefly, more insects coming through. What a spark. Now lizards speak of the dream time, and dolphins can, well, they have to come out of the water to breathe, although they can swim under the water. They come up for air. We have Firefly, a wonderful, amazing spark of life. We have Vulture Spirit, nothing is wasted. Okay. Vultures are very special birds. They clean up. Actually, they clean things up. They look after things. And then we have, no, too many. There's your card. Then we have Penguin, authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. Okay. I'm going to use a tarot pack that also has animals in it now. We'll see what else we're shown. And then I will dive into your reading. You have animals walking with you. There's no question at the moment, who are helping you to find the right people, and also to kind of, there's something about collaborating, finding the right people to collaborate and work with here, and yet you still hold your unique sort of authenticness. Oops, we have 10 of Cups, yeah, all about people again, families, connections, commitments. Look at the team. My gosh, look at your team. It's like, wow. You've got deer, you have a wolf, several wolves, you've got magpies. Look how they are all teamed up. They're all paired up. Of course, it is the beautiful 10 of Cups. So we are talking relationships. We have owls, we have deer, we have wolves, we have raccoons, magpies, hares, foxes, bats. Wow, you have a massive team of spirit animal guides walking with you. You have insects working for you. You have the dreamtime energy of the lizard working for you. You have the vulture picking things clean, making sure you can see what you're doing, making sure nothing clings to you, making sure you're free to fly, you're free to work. Penguin, authenticity, free to be yourself. Reaching out, a team of people there to assist you, a team of animals there to assist you. Wow. I don't think I've done a spirit animal guide reading before where there's been that feeling of so many, like an army of animals walking alongside you. Knight of Swords, so that you can actually achieve something. You're birthing something, or you're working on something that is actually significant. Two of Swords, the frog energy, cleansing. Lifting your head above water. Look at the way, I need to check and see what this is. I thought it was a salmon, but I don't think it is a salmon. I think it is a different fish. I will just double check in just a moment. But the way this is rising above the water, and the dolphin rising above the water, and the frog rising above the water. Now, if you feel that you are in deep water in any way, shape or form, reach out to your tribe in times of need. If there's anything happening around you, you can reach out. You are being lifted, you're being supported. So the work, you're either working at something or you're working through something. And as you are working at this, every creature is at your aid, is helping you to navigate this. I'm seeing this. Oh, there are two cards there. Okay, fantastic. 10 of Pentacles, and what do we have? The bees again, the worker bees, and then we have the Hierophant. Now both of these cards have come out in some of the other readings. If any of the other readings were calling you, you may want to check them out. Sturgeon, that's what it is. It's just come to me. I'm remembering the name of it. It's called a sturgeon. Very interesting, because sturgeons are bottom feeders. They swim and feed on the bottom, and yet this one is coming out of the water. It's rising above the water. I think you're rising above something. So if any of you have been feeling in deep water, you're being guided out of it. If any of you are working towards something, you are being guided. You've got teams, literally teams of people and of animal guides working with you to find your way through, to cleanse from the past, to have things picked clean. If there's anything clinging to you from the past that is not necessary for you, I think it will be released, removed quickly. I want to get more information though for you. Whatever you're working through, there's still an end goal. I do feel there's something here with the bees and the insects and all this team working for you, working on your behalf. I mean, rats are also communities. They like to live in communities. They're highly intelligent, very adaptable, very resilient. And then you have Lizard, the dream time energy, and the Firefly being a light, a beacon of light. What other cards do we have? May I ask, please, for pile 3? I can see the animal guides that are walking with you. You really do have a team. I've honestly never seen anything like it in a reading. Everywhere you go, just look around you. Animals, I believe, insects will be showing themselves to you to assist you and to guide you every which way you look. You're not alone. You are absolutely not alone. And if you're feeling alone, I think you'll be guided to find the right people as well. But what is this really about? What's the end goal? Aside from working your way through something or out of something or into something, what is the end goal? May we please have information, messages, please, for pile 3. Okay, so we've got the 3 of Swords. Okay. We have the Page of Cups. We then have the 4. Okay, beautiful. Okay, we have the 4 of Wands. If any of you have been absolutely shattered by something, you lost someone you loved, this will be a specific message for some, not all. This is a reading that reaches many, so some of the messages will be for someone else. But if any of you have been, were broken-hearted, lost someone you loved, I think there's love on the horizon for you. The 4 of Wands is a commitment. You know, it's joyous, it's a couple coming together, it's a commitment, it's potential. And maybe if you've met someone new, for example, this is just a scenario, if you've met someone new, you thought you had resigned yourself, decided you would be on your own. And now you're having to process the loss and the heartbreak in a different way, because it's about taking a risk and allowing yourself to have new love, to make a commitment to it. But my goodness me, the spirit animal guides that are working with you to make this possible. If you've tried to achieve something in the past, a project, and it didn't work out, you know, it's heartbreaking. But now there's possibility around you. You can make a commitment to something and begin to make it happen, and the right team of people are coming in to support you, and teams literally of animal guides to support your progress, to support this and make it happen. And look at this, we have the 2 of Cups. How phenomenal is that? And the Page of Pentacles. There is so much promise around you. We have the card of the World in a very central position here. How amazing. How amazing. An ending and a new beginning. We have the 8 of Wands, which is a fast-moving card, a fast-moving energy. And then we have the King of Swords. Wow. Wow, wow, and more wow. Right. We've talked about your spirit animal guides, why they are with you. Now, the message they bring through here is you can do this. You can achieve this. Whatever it is, you can make it happen, and it can happen fast. Make a commitment, hold your course. Whether this is new love for some of you, whether it's love of life, love of yourself, whether it's a project that you can commit to. There is something around you of great, great promise. Beautiful pile 3. It has so much promise, it is untrue. Hold your focus. This can move forwards. Just make a commitment to it. These are the messages that are coming through for you. This is the story that we're being shown here. Make a commitment. This is loaded with promise. It is loaded with possibility. This can really happen. It's a fresh start, a new start. Hold your ground. Keep your focus. This is absolutely a time to look ahead and not back. If you look back, it is only to treasure the memory of what you had. or indeed to say goodbye to something if it didn't work and it was heartbreaking in as much as it wasn't a good situation. I mean, this could be heartbreak because something ended that you loved, or it could be heartbreak because actually you've come out of a really challenging time. Everything here is saying this can move forwards. There is promise in front of you, right in front of you, right now. Grasp it, seize it, reach out, ask for help, and absolutely the right help will come to you. People as well as this spirit animal team. It's like, I feel like every animal on the planet will show up for you at this moment in time, just for you, to see you through whatever left you feeling like it couldn't work, to move you to a place where it can, and to help you to hold your focus, to bring you those messages. You know, walking out is sort of reminding me of, this is a really interesting thing, you know, just before I did these readings. This is profoundly important, actually. I can now see that even that was a message that came through that was for this pile, just before I began these readings, and I didn't know it. So I, a while ago, needed to move a tree in my garden. It was a mature tree, and it's not a big tree. The variety of it is not big, but nevertheless, in order to complete some building work, it needed to be moved, because I will not take a tree out. I'm just really passionate about my trees. They are my friends, and I'm not going to take them out. So I moved this tree, and when you move a tree that's mature, you know, it feels like it's touch and go. Now, it's still very much with us. It's had everything possible that could make that transformation, and that effectively that being replanted somewhere else perfect and work. But nevertheless, we haven't had the brightest of summers. It's been quite cold, so there hasn't been the warmth of the sun coming through. However you look at it, though, the tree is still surviving. It has little shoots coming, but obviously for me it's a kind of, I really want to know it's okay. And I had to actually get builders to come and help me with a massive digger to get it out with a root ball, and you know, to try and move it, because it was a mature tree. And I happened to be on the phone to the builder just in between things, and just before I came to do my preparation for these readings. And literally I was saying to him, you know, he asked about the tree, and I was saying, I'm really certain, okay, it's not full of leaves yet, but I'm pretty certain we're okay. And you know, literally at that moment I walked to the back door, looked out of the glass at the tree as I was talking about it, because that's what I was talking about, and there on that tree was the most beautiful woodpecker tapping away. And I just thought, what a message. Woodpeckers teach us to persevere. And the message for me was loud and clear. It was a confirmation, and I just thought, I am so grateful. Thank you, Spirit. I am so grateful to see these messages that are gifted. And it was I've never seen a woodpecker on that tree before. And there it was. I mean, it was an absolute confirmation for me that the tree is going to be fine. Keep persevering, keep watering it, keep giving it all the love that it needs and the best possible conditions. It's going to be fine. And I had such confidence as I was talking to my builder. Now, my builder isn't totally tuned into these things. So although we have some very interesting conversations, and they are all as a team discovering that there's quite a much bigger world than maybe they have experienced before, and we have great conversations about the moon and all kinds of things, but nevertheless that might have been a bit too far a stretch at this stage in our relationships. But anyway, it was a confirmation for me, and now I am seeing it's exactly that can happen for you. Honestly, the animal spirit guides, the insects, you know, if a worm wiggles across your pathway, if an ant crawls across, or you suddenly see a moth on your window, or they are all there to guide you, to support you, to keep you on course. Because, no experiences are wasted. So whatever didn't work, didn't pan out, was heartbreaking, was difficult, there will be benefit coming from it. And what I see in front of you is something of profound promise. And it can move fast in a good way. Simply hold your focus. Keep crystal clear about what you actually wish to build from this. And also make a commitment to it. And I think the rest will follow. And as I said, any wobble you have, just reach out and ask, and either the right person will show up, or one of our animal brothers and sisters will show up to give you that inspiration, that confirmation, much as I received today. That was clearly absolutely supposed to happen, not just for me, but also to bring to this reading as an example, because it was literally taking that phone call before I came in and began to do my preparations for this reading. Pile 3, I am sending you all the love in the world. This is really, for me, mind-blowing. I've never seen so much support from the our animal brothers and sisters in any reading ever before. Pile 3, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor to read for you. Thank you also for your comments and for sharing your stories. Do keep us posted if you feel able. If this is resonating with you and you want to make sure you never miss a reading, if you subscribe, press the little bell icon. They should come into your stream. I post readings Tuesdays, Fridays, and every Sunday I do a reading for immediate guidance. So and we look at the week ahead as well. So thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you again for some other readings really soon. Beautiful souls. Tons of love.